Good evening, everyone. I'm super excited this evening. You're all welcome. Oh, sorry. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Wherever you may be joining us from, I'm so excited to have all of you join us this evening. And thank you for coming in to join us once again. I'm super glad to have you all here again on another episode of the Holistic Medic series, which is an initiative of the Holistic Medic Network. And our vision is simple that we seek to empower health professionals and students in the health space to make impact in healthcare and beyond, as you can see beautifully scrolling down on your screens. So you're welcome to another episode. And this month's episode is so special. Let me say today's episode is so special because we are doing something we've never done before. And today is not just about we inviting panelists to come and go through a series of questions, but today is the time for us to be able to share amazing stories of amazing people who are doing incredibly amazing, beautiful things with the world. But we can't do this without you. And at this point, I want you to share. It's time to share this to the world. I want you to repost the event link on LinkedIn and on your WhatsApp status. Let's do that. I see you, Kenneth. Kenneth says, let's get it going. Beautiful. Okay. If you can hear me, just drop a comment. Okay. Yes, we are ready to take a lot of notes and to invest and to buy and to do everything some. Yeah. Okay. So I want us to share. If you are joining in, please share the link. Just copy the link and put it on your WhatsApp status. I see you, Selassie. Thank you so much for joining in. Selassie is joining in from LinkedIn and she says, excited, joining. Beautiful. Okay, can I get some more? If you can hear me, just also drop where you are joining us from, whichever country or state you are in. Just drop it in the comments. I want us to share. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep getting more and more people on board. Our amazing speakers and our world-breaking entrepreneurs are in the backstage waiting. I see Nana Jan also joining in. Says happy to be here from Ghana. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's get more. Let's drop some comments. Just copy and put it on your WhatsApp status. Copy and tell a friend about this. This is the beginning of something amazing and incredible. I'm going to reshare the link again on my status now. Okay, I think I was muted. Sorry. So I was saying that, Wisdom, thank you so much for joining, and we are super glad to have you here. Please help us keep on sharing the link to a lot of people. Let's keep sharing the link out there. Let's keep sharing the link. Okay. So, as you all know, today's edition is super, super special. And why do I keep saying it's special? Because it's a time where we are spotlighting the work and the bold step of a lot of amazing people. And you're going to be seeing them one after the other right on your screens, right? But just about now, if you just see the top right corner on your screen, you're going to see these amazing people there in some few seconds right from now. And they are going to be sharing, as you can see up there. I know the pictures are a bit small, but don't worry, you're going to see them much better. And they are going to come up to share their story with us. And it's not just a story, it's also their journey. And I want the world to hear them. And I believe the world would hear them. So just share the link. If you are hearing me, whether those joining in from LinkedIn or YouTube, I know I can see the count coming in from LinkedIn, but mostly YouTube, you see it after. Yeah. So if you are hearing me, whether LinkedIn or YouTube, just share the link. And when you are done sharing, drop in the comments done. Drop in the comments done. I am done sharing. Just drop done in the comment section if you are done sharing. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come on board as we are about starting. Okay, so just as I said earlier, you're going to be hearing from these incredible people. And as the session goes on, I also want you to give you the opportunity to also drop a pitch about yourself and what you do or the service you provide in the chat section. So yes, our speakers are going to be coming up beautifully to share their story and their journeys, but I also want to give you the opportunity to do same. So feel free and drop this in the comment section. Whatever you are involved in doing, just put it in the comment section. As I always say, definitely as time goes on, someone is going to chance upon it, and you may never know when. So you don't play with any of such opportunities. When you're done sharing, you just drop done, and I'll spotlight it on the screen for all our viewers to see. Okay. So thank you all so much. Today is Every Brand Has a Voice. Let's share your story. So let me just give a bit of an intro into how this initiative came about. So definitely we have an amazing and an incredible team working behind the scenes to make this work. We have a board set up. We have a team of volunteers of 8 people who are helping to run the day-to-day activities of this network. So one graceful morning, when I just woke up from my sleep, I was like, I don't know what was just coming in my head that day. Probably be a dream I had. I don't know. I was just thinking about so many things. I was like, a lot of people just have so much they want to share with the world. Some people wish if they had the platforms other people are getting, the hype some people are getting on social media, if others had similar platforms, they would be doing so many amazing things, right? And I was like, okay, yes, we may not have the billions yet. I'm using the word yet. We do not have the billions yet, but we have a platform that we can help make the dreams and the initiatives of people also come alive. So that's when we put together this amazing initiative to help spotlight the works of so many amazing people. So yeah, thank you so much. I see Dobson Beats giving us all the fire as well. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep getting people in from YouTube and also from LinkedIn. Yes, I see you, Zoe. Zoe says, yeah, thank you so much. I see the fire as well. Beautiful. Okay, so when you're done sharing, just drop done, or whichever way you want me to know you're done sharing. Okay, just drop it in the chat. And if you are here for any particular participant, no, any particular guest speaker, our honorables, our Dogu Paras for today, if you are here to cheer any of them up, just drop their names in the comment section. Maybe you came here specifically for 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 of them, you know them personally and you are here to cheer them on, just drop their names as well in the comment section. Let them know that you are here for them. Okay, let's do that as well. Yeah, so that was how this initiative came about, and we quickly created the group. So in no time, we got the numbers coming in, we got people registering, going through the process. And I had people asking me if this thing was free, why am I doing this for free? I was like, if we want us to put money on everything, yes, of course, I understand the need for us to be able to put money and monetary value to things where need be. But this is, I believe, a step in the right direction to help a lot of people take advantage of this. If you are hearing me and you're also an entrepreneur and you would want to feature we're thinking of a one-time thing, but looking at how things are going, let's see if maybe probably can think of doing it once a month. If you like us to do it once a month, just drop in the comment section. Let me know if you want us to do this once a month. Okay, I see. Zoe says he's here to cheer me on. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so if you want us to do this regularly, let's say every month, just drop it in the comment section that you want us to do it maybe once a month, and we'll put something together. Okay, so not to waste much time, we're going to be bringing up our speakers and our amazing individuals one after the other, and most of them, I think 13 of them are female. So this is not like a female empowerment session, but it just happened to be so, right? So you're going to be bringing them one after the other to share their stories with us. I see you, Hannah. Hannah says, "This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate you coming out here to support these amazing people." So our first speaker for the day and is Miss Agloza Joycelyn Seduzi, and she's going to share with us her journey. So, giving Anna to whom Anna is due, let's bring up to the stage Miss Joycelyn. Miss Joycelyn, you are up. If you can hear me, your audience is ready for you. Hello, Joycelyn. Hello, Joycelyn, can you hear me? Okay. So I think there's a bit of a technical hitch. So we're going to bring in up our next amazing entrepreneur for the day. And she's such an amazing and a beautiful lady. I'm sure you're going to see and agree with me on that. Yes, so we're going to be bringing up to the stage Miss Abba Isuman to also share with us her journey into entrepreneurship. And for those who may want to reach out to, who would have to reach out to her, and she would let us know her journey as well. You're welcome, Miss Abba.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for the opportunity to share my business story with everyone, Dr. Bernice. Um, it's been such a great journey. It hasn't been easy because at first I was with the banking sector for 5 years. And during that time, I realized that so many people were sacrificing their health for career success, sleeping late and rushing in the traffic to get to work early in the morning. It hasn't been easy for most people. So I want to thank you again. And I believe that your health is your wealth. It's your greatest wealth. It's your greatest asset. And I've built up a wellness, healthy living around that truth. It's It's for basically focusing on people who are busy but health conscious, whether they are executives or medical personnel or tech enthusiasts. We are looking for people like those who are struggling to stay well in today's world. And what inspired me to start Abba Wellness was the fact that I actually had a health scare myself in August 2002. I actually went totally blind, and with the help of herbs, I regained my sight within 2 weeks. So basically, I'm a wounded healer. I've gone through a very terrifying experience because I was not born blind. But then in 2002, in August, all I realized was that I woke up totally blind. And I know how it is to feel out of control. You can't control something that's important as your health. So I have empathy for people, especially for older people. That's one of the values of our wellness, healthy living. I have empathy, especially for older people, to help them to try and improve the quality of their life. So that is one of the values of our wellness, healthy living. And then one of the main reasons that I started with the wellness coaching and so on is because I realized that there's a gap in holistic education here in Ghana and West Africa. Let me use this analogy here. Basically, we are just as we wait for a fire to start to take over and to become an inferno. and then we call the fire service to come, then we blame them for not getting there on time. In the same way, most of the time we take decisions that actually worsen our quality of health, and that lead to NCDs, that is non-communicable diseases like stroke, like high cholesterol, and high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and so on. We realize that we end up with chronic diseases that we can't control. And then now we put so much pressure on doctors, doctor, how can I get well soon? How soon will I get well? And then realize, I know we can relate because you have family members and even the patients themselves giving you so much pressure. Will this medicine make me well within a week, within a month, and so on? We've gone through so many issues like those, so you know what exactly I'm talking about. It's a lot of pressure. So in that same way, what I believe is that what Ghanaians have to be taught is that you have to take responsibility for your wellness, for your health, and that you have to take lifestyle choices that would help to improve your life. And also, while you're also thinking about your life, you also have to think about people who are close to you. That's your significant other, your parents who are older, and so on. You have to also help them to improve their quality of life. So that is one of the main ways that we help. We actually have provide one-on-one wellness coaching for our customers, and then we also have public education. I have a mental health platform where I teach about needs for not just men, but basically for any adult over 21. So we teach on ways of avoiding stomach ulcer or preventing diabetes and so on. And hopefully they also carry on that information to other people. And then in addition to that, we also provide supplements which are plant-based, and they help to the plant-based supplements help with dealing with the root cause of people's ailments. So we provide all of those. And then in addition to that, we also have QRA testing, that's quantum resonance analyzer testing. And then we also insist that people take they also take accredited hospital lab results, and they bring them to us, and then together with their doctors, and sometimes we liaise with their doctors, we make sure that we can provide a holistic, personalized solution for all of them. So what we're actually offering next week from the 14th to the 21st, that is to Easter Monday, is that we'll be offering 20% discount on our services. And we'd like you to get in touch with us. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll send you the link in the comments, and then send me a DM as well. Be offering 20% discounts, especially for medical personnel, but anyone who is watching this show and this presentation during this week and next week, yeah, we are offering this personalized discount for just for you. And as I want to say, let us take the next step of your wellness journey together. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Miss Abba. I think that the latter part was the juicier part. Thank you so much. And if you are joining in and you got all that she said, I hope you pick discount. And I believe that when we say prevention is better than cure, it can never ever be a cliche. So I am for everything prevention, I'm for everything wellness. You don't have to wait for the inferno to start before you find your way around it. If you can actually prevent, right? We know certain things are not under our control, but as much as we can, there are certain things that we can equally prevent. And I think that it's a very good initiative, not just for the geriatric group, like those who are old, but even us, like those of us in our prime. We still definitely need to get in touch with you. Yeah. So Eunice says, thank you so much. And thank you, Miss Abba. Yeah, so please do also reach out to her. She'll be dropping her YouTube channel. You mentioned a YouTube channel link in the
Yeah.
comments right after. So you just get in touch with her. I don't know if there's also another way that people can get to DM you for those who may want to actually know about where to find you and have interactions with you concerning that. So that's for Abba Wellness Healthy Living, and we are so glad to have had you here. And I'm sure that a lot of amazing things are going to come up of this. Thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you so much as well, Dr. Vivian.
You're welcome. Okay, so we are going to be bringing up our next amazing entrepreneur. Is Let me be sure she's back on. Okay, so we are going to be bringing up our next right after this, and it's in the person of Miss Angelina Riley Hayford, and she's going to come up and also share her incredible journey with us. Let us know what she's into, how we can reach out to them. Initially, I wanted to do introduction for each of them. I was like, no, let me just relax and let them tell their own stories so that I don't say it ahead of time. So that's how come I'm not telling. So immediately they join in, they'll let you know what they are into, how you can reach out to them, and if they have any amazing packages, they will drop it as well. So over to you, Miss Angelina. You are on.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Dr. Benes. I'm so grateful to be here this evening. So, I started my entrepreneurial journey while I was in the University of Cape Coast in level
Miss
200.
Angelina, please can you speak up a bit more?
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Much better.
Okay. So, I started my entrepreneurial journey while I was in the University of Cape Coast in level 200. I was a student going about my daily activities, and COVID came in and we had to go on break. So while I was in the house, I wanted to still do something aside going to school. So I just had the idea to start a clothing line, and I spoke to a few people about it, and they were actually in support of it. So in 2021, I launched my first clothing line. And how I started this was that I realized that there was a gap between students going thrift shopping, as in the kind of clothes they wear on campus. And I realized that a lot of people were actually busy and couldn't get time to actually go through that process. So what I did was that I would outsource the product and then come and sell them on campus to my friends and my classmates. And that was how I started the journey. And I didn't just want to get a degree and go back home with just a degree, knowing very well that in these times that we are in, getting a degree is not enough. So I wanted to add value to myself by training myself in self-learning process in order to get certain skills and attain certain skills like closing sales, customer service, and some of these petty skills which are employable in the business world today. So in 2022, I added other collections. So it's basically clothing, and I was just selling clothing, but I decided to add other things to it. So clothing goes with accessories like jewelry, earrings, bracelets, eyewear, things that students need on a daily basis. And I realized that I could actually make some of them myself. So I started making some of these products by myself in a way to build skills and to also equip myself in the and to prepare myself for the journey ahead. So I realized that the job was becoming very tedious, and juggling between academics and running a business was really tough for me. So I spoke to a few people who came on board to become partners for the business. So currently, I run the business on a sales rep system. So I employ students on various campuses. We are currently in four university campuses in UMAT, Takwa, UCC, Takrady Technical University, and Cape Coast Technical University. And all the sales representatives that are working for me are all students. So the vision was to help students gain skills like what I wanted to do for myself, so that even after school, if you are not getting any, or you're not landing a good job, at least you can have some of these skills like customer service, effective communication, how to treat people, how to speak to people, and even how to start and manage your own online business. So I got them on board, and to God be the glory. At this stage, we have over 15 sales representatives in four universities. And I also have a management team that I'm working with. We are currently four on the team. Yes, and I am excited for this journey, because when I started, I actually thought that it wouldn't come this far, looking at the situation that we were in at that time when COVID hit us. So I'm really grateful that everything is working out. So currently, um, one need that is actually in the business of we need in the business is that we are struggling to get more. We want to expand to other universities, so that a lot of people can get to know about what we do. We don't just sell clothing and accessories. We want to train students to actually become valuable in society, with not just degree holders, but students that have employable skills that can help and make the society a better place. So that is our current need right now. And I posted it on LinkedIn the other time, and then I was asking people to help me connect with maybe students' bodies like local nooks and other student bodies that can help me get direct access to the students, so that we can employ them and have business summits or conferences in the future, so that we can train them to become very valuable in society. So this is my short story, and I thank you again, Dr. Bernice, for this opportunity. Yeah.
Wow, wow, this is amazing. Thank you for this opportunity. But I know we are going to take questions at the latter end, right, from those coming in. But I just wanted to find out, in terms of the sales reps that you pick up from the various schools, are there any requirements for, there's someone listening who is in probably any university and may want to work with you? How do they get in touch with you? Do they have to go through a certain process before they can start working for you?
Okay, so our hiring process is that you should be in level 100 to 300. We don't normally use the finalists because they'll be out of school soon. So from level 100 to 300, you should be very friendly, open to learn, and then also be willing to dedicate your time, because it's a whole lot of work making deliveries on campus and speaking to people, one-on-one marketing, word of mouth marketing, and all that. So we need dedicated people. Yes.
Okay, and is it across all universities across Ghana, or there are some regional restrictions?
For now, we because I went to UCC, I was focused more on UCC, but we've extended to Takwa, that's UMAT. But we are open to other universities like Tech, Legon, UPSA. We are open to other universities. Yes, please.
Okay, so more like the southern sectors.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, beautiful. So I don't know, but if you are here and you are a student, this is something to jump on, right? You always don't have to have your product to start calling yourself or to be an entrepreneur. Affiliate marketing is gaining serious grounds for the past years, right? A lot of people who are marketing the products of other people, and sometimes surprisingly, they even end up making so much more because they don't go through a lot of process. Like,
Yes.
let's say if you are actually an affiliate marketer for somebody who sells pastries, you don't go through the whole hassle of having to knead the dough yourself. You just take the pastry, go and sell. So the only thing you really have to work on is your marketing strategies and your sales strategies. But the
Yeah.
person making it from scratch has to make sure that the taste is good enough and everything. So
Yeah.
as a student, I think this is an amazing opportunity that a lot of students have to jump on. I love students exploring, students seeing beyond themselves. So Miss Angelina, please do well to drop in the comment section how people can reach out to you, maybe your social media handles or an email address, something they can get in touch with you. I'm sure students out there will really, really want to maximize this opportunity. Thank you
Yes,
so much
please.
for coming on board once again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. So we're going to bring up our next speaker. Okay, Miss Sandra is going to come up. Miss Sandra has been on one of our events in February, and I'm excited to have her here. So, giving Anna to whom Anna is due, let's bring up to the stage Miss Sandra Obing. Hello,
So,
Ma. Good
hi everyone. Good evening, Bernice. It's good
evening.
to be back. It's really good to
Yeah.
be back, and it's rather unfortunate I'm unable to show my face today because of one or two circumstances. I'm bereaved, and I'm not home.
So
But
sorry.
I know that there are many out here that I want to reach out to. So, good evening, lovely viewers and listeners across the world. It's great to meet you all here. Now, I have this question for everyone. What if I told you that the most critical battlefield today isn't out there in the world, but it's within the walls of our own home? It's behind the polished appearances. Too many relationships and marriages are barely holding on. There are too many women who are silently shrinking beneath the weight of unmet potentials. And far too many young people are drifting. Too many of them are unseen. Too many of them are unheard and unprepared for life. But it doesn't have to be this way. Viewers, my name is Sandra Obeng. I am a banker and a procurement manager by profession. But that's not the full story. My true heartbeat is empowering people to rebuild what truly matters. Because when family unit is strong, everything else stands taller. So, as a professional in the procurement field and a banker, I'm also a licensed counselor for relationship and for marriages. I also counsel people on work life balance. I help people rediscover their worth and step boldly into purpose. I guide couples towards marriage that aren't just surviving, but they are actually thriving. And I equip the youth with the wisdom and the strength to rise above mediocrity and walk in godliness and vision. This isn't a side hustle or even a weekend gig, it's a full lifetime thing I'm dedicated to. My mission is to raise godly homes. I would like to restore broken relationships or marriage the best way I can and also reignite hearts that have quietly gone cold. Through powerful seminars that I deliver, practical coaching session, either group or one-on-one, or even through just a faith-driven conversation, I create safe, transformative spaces for growth, healing, and purpose. So then I ask again, are you ready to invest in what truly counts? If you are, don't forget to reach out to me for your events, for your seminars, for your Zoom meetings, or for any community to experience a real change that echoes into generations. So I invite you to connect. I will drop my details in the comment section for you. Feel free to call me. It can even just be 30 minutes. I'm always there to hear you out and help you regain your composure. Let's build a stronger and a godly foundation together. It starts now and it starts with all of us. It's a pleasure being here. So thank you for listening to me. Bernice, thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so, so, so much for that, Miss Sandra. And let me say this for those of you who may not or may have never heard of her, I just want you to check our YouTube page. And when you open it up, just go to our live events. You see an event that we had in February, the month of February, when we were talking about the theme "Love Doesn't Cost a Thing." And the very last event that we had, she was on it. And I remember that day after the event, I was in her DM. You know that thing where, like, maybe you may not have heard someone talk about something, but they come in highly recommend, and be like, you have one ear up, one ear down, that kind of thing. And I'm not saying this just to flatter Miss Sandra, but I have personally listened to that event so many times. And the
Oh,
way she talks with so much grace, yet so much wisdom and depth. And I'm not surprised that it's, even though it's been months, it's still our second top performing live event we've had since
wow.
December. It still tops our it's still our second top. And mostly over the months, other events have happened and probably should have been the fourth or the sixth, but it's still up there. That means there were a lot of goodies in that. I have even taken shots of that event and I've just saved it on my phone for later use. So when I'm telling you this, it is so real. I want you to reach out to her. As she said, this is diverse, whether one on one, whether as a group, as an organization. Make sure you reach out. So some of you are dealing with things that sometimes they are more than you can bear, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? That's why God provides systems and people such as Miss Sandra to come in to help us to support what we are doing and the issues that we have going on. A lot of mental health indecisions and challenges are killing a lot of souls more than even physical ailments. So I'm all for anything mental health, I'm all for anything coaching, I'm all for anything guiding and counseling. So please do well to reach out to her. Yeah, I see Thomas saying that I know her, Miss Sandra. That's beautiful. Yeah, so please make sure you reach out to her, and I'm sure she's going to drop her socials in the comment section so you can get in touch with her and get to know more and get to reach out to her. So thank you so much for coming out here, Miss Sandra. I am super grateful for your time and for sharing this amazing thing with our audience. And I know that definitely they're going to reach out to you and they're going to have great testimonies. Thank you so much for coming around.
Thank you, Bernice, and thank you for the validation too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're gonna bring up our next amazing entrepreneur, and let me see if she's back on now. There's been a bit of okay. So I see Miss Cordelia Daniela Kumi is here. So okay, I'm going to bring her up. Okay, since okay, so Miss, there's a bit of a challenge adding on. So let's quickly move on and we'll just keep bringing them one after the other. So up next, I'm going to be bringing up Miss Goodness. Then afterwards, Miss Daniela would come up in that order. Okay, Goodness, you are up on the screens and you can go ahead. Hello,
Hi,
Goodness. Can you hear me?
yes, please. Is the sound okay?
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, my reception is quite bad, so I'm struggling to stay connected.
Okay. So then I'll bring up another one of our entrepreneurs so that you can prep your sound a bit better so that we can get to hear all the amazing things that you have to tell us. Okay, so up next,
Okay.
I'll be bringing up another amazing lady. And I was going to say something fun. I'm not going to say it. If you want, maybe when she comes out, she's going to tell you all about it. But I don't know if I should hype her before she starts or after. I think I should do it before. But I'll bring her up and hype her before she starts. So, as you can see beautifully on your screens, this is Skincare by Dan. I am sure by now, if you're on LinkedIn, you know Daniela. Daniela is getting more popular day by day, and it's just the doing of the Lord. She's such an amazing lady, and I'm sure that today she has a lot of goodies for us. So, Daniela, over to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniela Abina Anachi and the founder of Skincare by Dan. My skincare journey started with a personal battle against acne after COVID. during COVID in 2021. And before then, I never had acne. I never struggled with breakouts. But during my second year at the university, I started breaking out excessively. I tried so many products, I even went to the hospital, but nothing worked for me. Eventually, I found what worked for my skin, and that journey taught me something powerful, that healing is very possible. I realized I didn't want anyone else to go through what I went without guidance. That's when the idea for Skincare by Dan came up. Literally, when I was sitting on my bed one afternoon, one hot afternoon, I believe it was divinely inspired. So, and today I'm a 6th-year Doctor of Pharmacy student at the University for Development Studies, currently doing my clinical rotation at Emale Teaching Hospital. I combine my pharmaceutical knowledge with a passion for skincare to help people heal both inside and out. At Skincare by Dan, we believe skincare is more than just appearance. It's about your health, your confidence, and self-care. Our brand is built on 3 pillars. We have transparency, faith, and excellence. We provide science-backed solutions, personalized care, and a supportive community to help our clients feel confident in their own skin. Here's what we offer at Skincare by Dan. 1, personalized skincare consultations. We help you understand your skin type. You know, there are different skin types, and you have to know the one that you have before you can start a skincare routine. So after that, we'll create a tailored routine for you, and then we'll teach you how to use the products the right way. We also have product recommendations and reviews. If you're unsure of what to buy, we will guide you to choose the best products for your skin concerns and avoid the ones that might cause more harm than good. We also have skincare education. At Skincare by Dan, we don't just sell, we educate the people as well. We break down the ingredients, and then we debunk the myths and share effective routines so you are empowered to make the right choices for your skin. We also have community support. And for the community support, we have a WhatsApp channel, a WhatsApp platform where we have skincare sessions. We share tips over there. So after this, I'll drop the link to our WhatsApp platform so that you can also enjoy what goes on there on our WhatsApp platform. Skincare is a journey, and you don't have to work it alone. Our community is a space where you can share your wins, you can ask questions, and then you can stay encouraged, because skincare is a journey. I mean, sometimes you can start your skincare routine and you think you see results tomorrow, but sometimes it can even take maximum of 6 months to a year before you can get results. So in our community, we can even empower you to stay encouraged so that you can get the result that you want. Why that? We also offer a range of affordable skincare products, from cleansers, serums, moisturizers, sunscreens, and many more. Why does skincare matter? Your skin is your largest organ. If someone sees you today, is the first thing the person will see most likely is your skin. So a good routine doesn't only just boost your confidence, it also protects you from damage, infections, and premature aging. Consistency in skincare is an act of self-love and wellness. Building this brand from scratch hasn't been easy at all, but every challenge has shaped me into who I am today. I'm especially grateful to God and to everyone who has supported this vision. Last year, we were honored as the Student Entrepreneur of the Year, and it is a testimony to what happens when passion meets purpose. So whether you are dealing with acne, hyperpigmentation, stubborn rashes, fine lines, Skincare by Dan is here to help you. If you want to understand your skin better, Skincare by Dan is here to help you. We are here to walk the journey with you, and you see the results that you need. You can connect with us on Instagram at Skincare by Dan _, and you can also connect with us on TikTok at Skincare by Dan. You can also call or WhatsApp 025-764-5484 for all your skincare concerns and treatments. Let's glow together. Thank you very much, Dr. Bennett, for the opportunity. God richly bless you.
Thank you. Right, I don't even need to add the hype again, because if you see the skin, that's what we say, the skin is skinning. You see, I have my ring lights all here, but if you look at the reflection coming from her direction alone, it should tell you that this is proper skincare. And I know that a lot of people have issues with skin and what cream to use. So you don't only have to reach out to her when maybe you are buying the products. Probably you just want to understand some changes happening to your skin. You know, some of you have very terrible breakouts during certain times of the month, or when you take certain foods or certain cereals. So you can reach out to her. So she doesn't just sell the product, she also does consultation services. maybe you have your own products you are using and you just want to get her opinion about it or what to do next, she is the person you have to. I don't know, and I don't know any other skincare plug that you can trust. Plus, she's a pharmacist. Most of these medications we take are these, they are hydrochloride, thiazide, and all those things. They make them. So she's telling you the right combinations for your skin. I think you should trust her, right? So make sure that you connect with her. She's going to drop her socials in the comment section. So make sure you reach out to her. I see all the hype going on there. Glenn says, go there, Daniela. And he also says that contact her now for all your skincare needs. Okay, I see. Jenny, thank you so much. Valiant Woman podcast. Also saying that well done, Daniela. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I see Thomas also saying that powerful skin. That skin is like every day. I've been seeing it on her status, but this is different. The glow is so different. Okay, so thank you so much, Danny, for joining. And I'm sure that the way that people can contact you, you're going to drop it as you mentioned. She mentioned her socials. She's going to drop the link as well. You can get in touch with her. Please, the number she dropped is for business. Don't call her and disturb her, right? Just get in touch with her for business. So thank you so much for joining, and we are grateful. Okay, so we're going to bring up our next speaker. Okay, so Daniel, I see you are supposed to have come up, but I try adding you on, but it's not working. So kindly check. I mean Cordelia, Daniela, since we have two Danielas here. So I'm going to bring up next Sanima, after Sanima, Barbara, in that order. Okay. Okay, our shining LinkedIn medical student star. How are you, Sanima?
I'm doing
I like
well,
the
but
hair. I'll come for it. I like the color.
it's all for this program. I'm not coming to play here. So,
Okay, over to you, dear.
okay. So, I'd first of all want to thank Dr. Benes and her team for this great opportunity. I'm super, super excited that a small business like mine has been given this platform to. Thank you so, so much. And so far, too, I've been enjoying the presentation by the other entrepreneurs, and I'm like, wow, people are doing amazing in their field, and a lot is really happening. So God richly bless them as well. So unique apparel and essentials. Today I'm here for unique apparel and essentials. I know that those from LinkedIn, they know me as a medical student. I'm in fifth year. My name is Sanima Nawani, and today I want to just share a bit of like the backstory to why we got to unique apparel and essentials. So I don't think that it would sound bad if you heard people calling me risky, but I want to share the story about risky because there was a time I was almost called risky. There was one time we went for a meeting, a congress, and I was the general secretary. I am still the general secretary. So I didn't get my church attire on time, so I had to wear a t-shirt. And once I got to the place, I was just looking for any t-shirt because it didn't just cross my mind that like it mattered, like anything at all could go. But on the t-shirt, there was an inscription called risky. I didn't even take notice of it until after I was called because they were introducing the people present, and I just got up on stage. Oh, they clapped for me. I came back and people were calling me risky, risky. I was like, from this risky. Before they told me that on my dress there's written an inscription called risky. So it just came to mind. But before that time, I was just thinking that I don't want to just be a usual medical student, just learning academics and just like that's all. So when that opportunity came for me to like do something after that, I was like, no, instead of people seeing that risky on my t-shirt, they could have seen Jesus. They could have seen an image that could at least help them in their faith. They could have seen something better than this risky thing they saw. And that means that people are actually watching what we wear. People are watching what we do as Christians. By the way, if I've not said that I'm a Christian who loves God so much, and He's the foundation of my life. He's everything that I am today and what I would ever be. And so are unique. The vision is to inspire a generation that shines the light of Christ through their lifestyle and influences the world around them. So last year, I didn't really get the funding to start unique. So I said, why don't I start small? Because the goal is that people will know Christ and also make him known through their lifestyle. But before they even wear those t-shirts, they have to understand who God is. And so to empower them in their daily devotion, in their daily work with God, I started selling devotionals, notebooks, pen, highlighters, sticky notes. I know that those things are very nice and they are good essentials for Christians to help them to walk with God. And so far, I was afraid to start and then just go down. And so I wanted to just start selling on Cat Campus. I'm in Confanoche right now. And so far, I've gotten about 50 plus sales. People just buying the notebooks, buying devotionals. I was even shocked because sometimes it gets overwhelming, especially at the beginning of the year when people were just looking for devotionals. And I was like, wow, people really wanted these devotionals. And even up to even April, there are people who still come to me and order. And some devotionals are 3 months. So, like, they are like quarterly devotionals. So, like, every 3 months, they will need some. And so I have to get them ready for them. And I sell stationery, I sell pens and all those things. But the goal is also in the lifestyle. And so even when I want to see a time where when you even wear a shirt, it could be inscribed with something that is pointing to Jesus. It could be a trousers, it could be a hoodie that you are wearing, just anything, any apparel you are putting on, just pointing to Jesus. And the mission is to reach and empower young people by providing like faith-based apparel that boldly expresses their identity in Christ, and also to offer essentials which I spoke about. So it's going to be big, but for now the extension is to Kumasi and also to Accra. But I hope that in the near future, Unique could be across Ghana and even like to the world. Because I want people to wear attire that speaks boldly about their identity. There are lots of attires that when we wear, we don't even know what they mean, what they represent. And so it will be better that as a person, sometimes, not even every time, not saying every time you should just wear anything at all, but sometimes when you're wearing that t-shirt, you know that even if you're not talking about Jesus, you can still have a t-shirt saying something that is questioning someone about their faith in God and everything. So that's what basically Unique Essentials and Apparel is. So to find me, you can text me. I'm sure I'll be sharing my flyer very soon. And so you'll see the number on the flyer. And also, if you have any other questions too, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Wow, this is super amazing. How have you been hiding this? I didn't know all these details. But this is so amazing. Just as Thomas is saying, because and I like the passion with which you communicated your vision. Not just what you are doing now, but what you envision to happen. And I'm really praying that I think you should start drawing up very detailed proposals. And I know that God is going to bring the needed resources, the investors who are going to pump money into this vision. Because I believe that just as people have their signature styles in what they do, this is also another amazing initiative that can really gain grounds in the Christian body. So you are doing so amazingly well as a student to combine what you are doing as a medical student to merge this alongside all the other things you do on LinkedIn. This is super, super amazing. Thank you so, so much. And you said for now you are based in Kumasi, right? The
Yes,
distribution
please.
is in Kumasi for now. Okay. And I'm sure very soon as things advance, it's just going to go, as you said, it's going to go across regions, then across countries and across continents. So keep up the amazing work and God bless you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so you're going to bring up our next entrepreneur, and she's in the person of Miss Barbara Mintamafo. Afterwards, we are going to bring up Miss Good. It's working now, so Cordelia will come up after. Okay, so let me. Hello, Hello, Miss Barbara. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good
Okay.
evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Bennis. Thank you so much for this opportunity. By the grace of God, I have a lot of streams of income, but today I want to talk about one because there's a unique story behind it. So, this one is called JB Unique Laundry. So, the history behind it is that my my husband was working in the airline industry, and there was this prophecy that he should get into full-time ministry. So he got into full-time ministry, and just about 1.5 months, his appointment was terminated. So we begin to ask, is it God who really spoke, or it was a human being who said he should just leave his job and come to full-time ministry? And this full-time ministry, his appointment to is terminated. So we got very devastated. We prayed, we cried, but then we realized something in our expenditure. We loved laundry. So we decided, I personally decided that I will be his first customer. And growing up, he's also loved laundry, he's loved ironing and all that. So he started the business himself. And we didn't have a location, we didn't have anything. It was just in our house. We only invested in a commercial laundry machine. And then a friend who was in that business also gave us detailed information on this business. The good thing is the first day we did the flyer and posted on our status, one of his friends mentioned that he had his laundry in his car, and we were offering pick up and drop off. We still do that within Accra. Free pickup and free drop off for our laundry business. So this became a great source of income, and that challenge that, and this was COVID time. So you can imagine finding a new job and all that was so difficult. So this whole challenge turned into, the tables turned to our favor, and I saw another dimension of how challenges can create opportunities, because my mantra is empowering people to unlock their full potentials. I always tell people to look at your passion, look at your likes, look at you are expanding in, and invest to create some streams of income. One other aspect of this business is we have an NGO that we do something we call the Jesus Boutique. So when you have your old clothes that you are not wearing, any clothes that you are not wearing for more than 6 months, it means you don't need it. So we bring it to our NGO, we do free laundry, and we donate to some other people. This job has also, this business has created jobs for people as well. And that is why I wanted to share my story. Thank you very much. Doc, are you there? Okay, so we are also on social media. We are on Instagram. We have a lot of testimonials from a lot of people. Yeah, so you can contact us. We'll drop our flyers in the chat box. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you so much. So I wanted to get to it. So is it just within Accra, or you run services outside of Accra as well?
We do Accra Tema. We do Accra Tema for now.
Okay,
We don't have branches in Kumasi and other regions, but for now it's Accra Tema.
Accra
And
Tema. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. And I don't know if you all heard about the free pickup and drop off. I just wanted to be sure. I heard that well.
Yeah, we
Wow.
do.
Amazing. And I can see some fire emoji coming from the family. Thank you for joining. Pastor James Mintamafo, thank you so much for joining. This is an amazing thing you're doing. And I'm sure people in Accra, if you are hearing us and you're in Accra, Ghana, Miss Barbara is going to drop her socials and how you can reach her in the comment section. Okay, this is trusted, legit, quality. I'm vouching for her, so you should know that this is a trusted thing. And make sure you get in touch with her, and you would not regret it in any way at all. If you hear the free pickup and drop off, you should know that this is the big deal already. So thank you so much for coming around, Miss Barbara. I'm truly grateful to have you here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so up next, I'm going to bring up. I see Cordelia. Is Cordelia back on? She isn't. Okay, so I'm going to bring up next Glenn. So Glenn will come up after Glenn. We would have Dr. Rachel, then Gertrude in that order. Okay, Glenn, please, can you hear me? Hello, Glenn. Okay, I think
I
there's.
can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay,
Can
sure.
you also
Please go
hear me?
ahead. Yeah, I can
Is
hear
it
you now.
clear now? Oh,
Yes, much better.
oh,
O'Shea.
oh,
I like the
oh,
suits.
okay. Okay, so our innovation is we want to first talk about how much do you think an event costs here in Ghana? How much we can say from 20,000 to 50,000. Some can be less depending on the number of people attending, and also some can be as high as 400,000. I've seen and shot one event like that, and people spend all this amount of money on these events, but how do they preserve it? Just for a day, maybe a day or two, you spend like 400,000 CDs on an event. The question is, how do you preserve it to make this kind of memory last forever? And at J-Star, we capture memories all across Ghana, and we've been doing this for 5 years. We've shot in almost all the auditoriums here in Ghana. We've shot in almost all the regions, and where there's an event happening, we are likely to be there. And one of our key things is we deliver highlights of our samples in 24 hours, and the full files are also delivered in 72 hours. And we make you feel the event, and the uh, our captures can last a long time, and it can stand for the test of time. And our pricing is very simple and basic. Our pricing is simple and basic. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, so pricing, we have our basic pricing starting from $100 for program less than 2 hours, and any extra hour also costs $60 per session. And we give referrals, a commission for referrals, that's 10 to 15%. And so event planners, DJs, MC influencers, you can hop on this opportunity. And there are two things I can do better than anyone. One is to win in a musical chairs competition, and that sounds funny. And the second one is to capture unforgettable events behind my lens. And let's make your next event unforgettable. Call us on 059-602-3336. And this time multimedia, we make your memories live forever. Thank you. Okay. So is Dr. Benis on the line, please? Hello. Hello, Dr.
Hello.
Benis. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my network dropped off a bit. Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay. Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think I missed some parts. I got to the part where you're talking about your rating starting from $100.
Okay, so we charge $100 as the base price, and that's for programs less than 2 hours. And every extra hour costs $60. And we give commissions for referrals. That's
Okay.
between 10 to 15, depending on the kind of deal we are having. And
Okay.
so event planners, DJs, MCs, and influencers can also hop on this deal. You can make some cool money for yourself.
Yeah.
And I would say there are two things I can do better than almost everyone. One sounds funny, that's to win every musical chair competition. And the second two is to capture unforgettable memories and every moment behind our lens. Our cameras are ultra modern with our camera like right now having the latest processor for Canon, and
Wow.
our lenses are super sharp. Trust me, it focuses on your eyes and we will not miss anything for your event. And remember to contact us on 059-602-3336. This time multimedia, where your memories live forever. Thanks.
Thank you. When you started about the whole what would you pay for 100,000? I was like, "Ah, where is this thing going to?" But that was a beautiful page over there. And I can see your suit. You are not joking at all. Beautiful. Thank you for showing up here today in so much excellence. And I know that events there definitely you definitely attend an event. For all those hearing me, I'm sure you have definitely attended an event this year, or you are yet to. Events are going all over almost every single week, so I want all of us joining here. Even if it's not you personally, recommend G Star Multimedia to someone to cover for your event, right? Not
Yeah,
the kind of
thank you.
event you are done and you want a picture to post and you can't even see, like you look better at home than you were at the event. As you said, they have latest ultra modern equipment to capture all events. You know, there are some events when you see the pictures, like just the time you were laughing, they're able to capture it. You know, those amazing touches, right? And I just want to add my voice that I highly recommend Glenn. He's such a hardworking and honest person. And I'm sure that when you get into contact with him, you are definitely going to have a good time. So thank you so much, Glenn, and all the G Star Multimedia team. I'm sure a lot of referrals. As he said, also they have discounts for referrals. Right, good.
Yeah.
So if you know somebody about to have an event and you speak with him, you also get a cut off from that. So he's going to drop his socials in the comment section, and you can also reach out to him on LinkedIn and all other platforms. Thank you so much, Glenn.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, so up next, I'm going to bring up Gertrude, then Dr. Rachel. I was trying to bring up Dr. Rachel, but okay, let me bring up Gertrude since that's work. I'm sure it was just a short glitch in the network. Okay, Gertrude, if you can hear me. Hello, Gertrude, can you hear me? Hello, Gertrude. Okay.
Hello,
Um,
Dr.
Ger-
Benes.
okay, good. I couldn't hear you at first.
All right. Please, can you hear me? Is it clear now? Hello, Dr. Benes. Please, is it
Yes, I
clear
can hear
now?
you now.
All right. Okay, I wanted to start my camera, but it looks like that would be impossible for now. So I want to speak without my camera.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Ben, for this opportunity to pursue of my businesses. I think I filled the form with one business, but I would like to use this opportunity to talk about the second one. Okay, so dear audience, dear viewers, dear listeners, our hospital visits would reduce drastically. I mean, Dr. Bennett would rest a little if we went back to basics. I mean, what basics am I talking about this evening? I'm talking about our eating habits, our food, our healthy eating. So I started preaching about healthy eating on LinkedIn, but I wanted something more practical, something more accessible. How do I contribute to this healthy eating I'm talking about? And so I started Swedish Healthy Haven. This business focuses on very common Ghanaian delicacies, or let me say snacks for the start. So we focus on very common snacks and we turn them around into more nutritious foods. So currently at Swedish Healthy Haven, we have best products we have now. We would bring in more snacks. So this Gary mix is different from the um, regular ones that we eat. What do we have in it? We have our Gary, of course. We have our milk powder, of course. We have um, dates as the sugar. So this Gary mix is sugar free. So we have everything in it as organic from plants and then natural sources. So we have um, date powder instead of sugar, and then we have our granite, of course. But then we wanted something more nutritious. How do I put it? Nuts and granola, and then we didn't want to leave it so raw, so we made it very colorful. We have the infused now and be asking, but as these colors are also from natural sources, so we've made powder out of some vegetables, and that's where we are getting those colors from. And so that is the first business I'm talking about, the organic cassava smoothie. Organic cassava smoothie. And so this comes
Hello,
in
Gertrude.
Gary mix form. So you just need to add
Gertrude.
water to it. That means you can keep it long journeys. And please, Dr. Bernice, were you saying something?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you had like samples that you could show for us to see. I think I'm really getting excited about what you're sharing.
Okay, I'm at the moment I don't have some, but I can share a flyer.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not
that
able
would be
to turn on my camera, so I'll find a way to share the flyer and then I'll send the
okay.
samples to the group.
Excellent. Okay,
Yes.
can go ahead.
So yes, so I was saying they come in powder form, so you can keep it for as long as you want. But then they are natural products, so you need to also be mindful of that. The second product, which is more, it has been in the system for a while, is the perfume business. So we sell all of the perfumes, the splashes, the perfume oils, and oh yes, in wholesale, in retail. But then we want to help students to also set up their perfume oil businesses in their institutions. So if you are a student looking for something to start, you can start it as little as 100 to 150 cedis. You can reach out to me and then I'll help you set up your business. And anyone looking to start a perfume business, you can also reach out to me. I do wholesale as well, so we can get started on that. So thank you very much for listening to me. I hope to see you all later.
Wow.
Bye. Thank you, Dr. Benes. Please, I'm done.
Thank you so much. I just got so excited when I heard the sugar-free part because for those who are very close to me know that I am so less of a sugar person. So I was so glad when I heard about the Gary thing, but with the date, this is really incredible, and I can't wait to see the pictures. I don't know if there's a way you can drop the pictures even in the comments. Yeah, I'm sure there should be, in the comment section on LinkedIn as well. So those who come around to see it, I think this is an amazing product out there, especially for those who probably because of some health needs can't take certain types of sugars. This is an amazing thing. And just as she mentioned, perfume business is a good business. I'm telling you from experience. So please make sure if you have 150 cedis, she's saying you can contact her and get started. This is like the pizza money you've been using on weekends. Put it together, contact her. She's going to drop her socials in the comment section so you can reach out to Getty and she would get you sorted out. She's also a physiotherapist, so for all you know, you might also get a free consult on that. So, yeah, thank you so much, Getty. I'm grateful for having you here. Okay, so up next we have an amazing lady, and she's doing something so incredible. I have been on one of her podcast sessions, and I'm sure today she's going to share setting. And I owe her something. It's always in my head, but it will come. What she least expects, she will see. She might not even know what it is, but what she least expects it, she will see the bombshell all over. But I'm so glad to have you here, Dr. Rachel, and we are here for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Dr. Dennis, for this opportunity. And thank you so much for your presence on our podcast. It was amazing. So, so to everyone, good evening. I'm Dr. Rachel Shola Makindi, and I'm the founder of Career Path Hub. So, as I said, I'm a medical doctor and I'm the first in my family. Okay. In fact, I'm the first health professional in my family. And so, as you guessed right, um, I did not have any guidance when I wanted to enter medical school. I didn't have access to mentorship. I didn't have access to any tools, any resources that would have allowed me to gain access to medical school, even though I had very good grades. Okay, so I had to make all the mistakes. I had to take certain decisions on my own without any guidance. Well, finally, I entered medical school. I graduated last year by the grace of God, but then I also struggled at some point. Well, that is why Career Path Hub is here. It's here to make learning easier for students in the university because we are in the age of information overload. These things should be available for us. And when I say these things, I mean study strategies, ways of preparing for examinations, time management. And for Career Path Hub, it's a little bit different. We are not just sharing information, we are sharing stories, we are sharing people's experiences. Let me give you an example. If I tell you that do A, B, C, and you do very well in your exam, or it would help you become a successful student, it's very different if I tell you that I did A, B, C, or CBD, and I was able to get here. We are humans. We relate to stories more than just advice. So Career Path Hub provides you with strategies, with advice, plus the stories of other people who have walked the path. So, as I said, I was in medical school and I struggled a bit because I did not have access to mentorship. Sometimes you don't even know what you need. For me, I thought that however I was able to go through senior high school, junior high school, I would have used that same method to pass through or to become successful in the medical school. But of course, I was dead wrong. It took me some time to realize that no, I was doing something wrong. My colleagues who were partying and doing very well at the same time were doing something right, and I had to get that information. Well, I got that later on during my medical school days, and I really wish I had done that earlier. So Career Path Hub provides this information from the very beginning. So presently we have a website. In this website, we have a blog. The website is www.careerpathhub1.com. So we have a blog section in this website where we post various articles on study strategies, people's experiences in school, from hostel life to how they manage their time in school and all that. And also, we have stories about wonderful things people did. For example, how a medical student managed to manage 4 businesses whilst in medical school and successfully graduated. These and many more are the stories there for others to read and relate to easily. We also have our resources page. In this page, it has PDFs of various books, questions and answers, and past questions from various schools that every student can get access to. Okay, because I believe that it's not everybody who can buy the books that we are supposed to buy in school. For example, in medical school, a lot of these books are very expensive, and I was able to go through it without having to buy a lot of medical school books that my colleagues had to buy, because I had access to these PDF resources, as I said, later on during my school journey. So these things are provided for free on our platform. And as time goes on, we'll provide them for other courses as well, like pharmacology, biochemistry, even law and business. So the vision is that we want to be the one-stop shop where every person as an SHS graduate or university graduates can get access to resources, to tips, to mentorship. This is how we are beginning. Of course, as time goes on, we'll add paid mentorships and other things that will enable every student sail through the university with ease. Later last year, we also had virtual conferences with SHS graduates to mentor them on how to successfully gain admission into medical school. And I tell you, the feedback was amazing. So far, we are also doing our school tours. Presently, we've done our school tour, one of them at Accra Academy School, where we taught students how to increase their chances of gaining admission to medical school. And again, it was met with so much enthusiasm, and a lot of people had questions to ask, and that alone showed that indeed there's a need, okay, that we are feeling, and these people need information that I didn't get when I was in SHS, and even when I entered medical school. So this is what Career Path Hub offers. So please, if you are in so whatever course you're studying, if you like to contribute resources, contribute your stories, okay, how you succeeded in a certain course, how you're able to manage your time, please, our doors are open. Share your stories, share your resources for others to gain access to them, so that everyone will be able to sail through the university with ease. Thank you so much. I'll provide our website and also our WhatsApp community link on the comment section. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Bernice, for this opportunity.
So much, Dr. Rachel. This is so beautiful. I just wanted to know, is it open in terms of the guidance and the tips and the mentorship? Is it for students in the health sector, or let's say even engineering students or others also can have access to this?
Thank you very much. So these tips, everybody can have access to it. It's general, okay?
Okay.
It's general to anyone can learn from and be able to apply to themselves, as long as they are university students. Just that the resources, for now, we've been able to provide resources for medical students only. So we are looking to provide resources for people in other courses for free. Everything is for free.
Wow. Wow. I think
Yeah.
today there's been so much goodies for our students here, right? Right
Yeah.
from job gigs to mentorship to so many things. But that's amazing. So I know I've been there before, and you are looking for Kuma and Clark, and you are struggling. Are looking for this
I
book, and
know.
you're struggling. Guyton and Hall. I remember I used to go to. We were struggling to get the PDF version of Guyton and Hall, and there were some at the library, but there were about five or so. So anytime you are approaching the physiology set, everybody's rushing. By the time you go to the library, somebody's is already with the book, and the person is there for 2 hours, may not
Interesting.
open the book for the entire 2 hours. If you want to take, they'll be like, "Oh no, I'm looking at it." So this is super amazing. And I think we really have to get this, especially in terms of the resources available and all that out there for a lot of medical students to know about. Because now that whole misconception that people have that, oh, if I don't have money, I can't go to medical school, is fading off. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's fading off because there's so much out there, so a lot of information and resources that if you have the right guidance, it's going to be perfect for you. I think this initiative is super right. So if you are here and you were a student, as she said, you are even having SHS tours, right? Maybe you are listening
Yeah.
and you are a tutor in a certain school, and you would want to reach out to the team to come to your school to talk to them, right? I always tell myself that some of these things are things I really wish I had way back in school. Of course, we had people coming in once in a while, but to see people get to where you want to be is enough encouragement for a lot of secondary school students. Yeah, so if you are
Yeah.
here, whether you are a principal or you're a teacher in any school, just reach. She's going to drop their social handles and their WhatsApp community page. Just reach out to Dr. Rachel, make some arrangement. Let's see how they can get to the school and speak to the students and inspire them. Just that step alone could be all that is needed for that particular student who may be struggling in your school. I believe this is super amazing, and I'm not just saying it to exaggerate, but this is super amazing what you are doing. And I pray that God
Thank
gives
you.
continually gives you the resources, because I know how it
Amen.
is to do things outwardly for free. Behind the scenes is a lot of hours of
Yeah.
work, of money. But when people hear that it's for free, they think, oh, because it's for free, it's nothing. But behind the scenes, people are paying for it. Someone said that if you got a
Mm-hmm.
free lunch, it's because someone paid for it. So I'm sure that you need a lot of
Yeah.
resources, a lot of investment, a lot of hands. So if you are
Mm.
here, you want to even volunteer and support this initiative, I'm sure Dr. Rachel and the team will be super grateful. So thank you so much for that. I will be expecting your
Thank
socials
you.
in the comment section for people to reach out to you as well. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Obe says, wow, Dr. Rachel, God bless you and your team. Yeah, and Thomas says, this is a
Thank
wow,
you.
great, a very initiative, Dr. Rachel. Kudos to you and the team. Certainly. God, thank you so, so much. Okay,
Thank you so
so
much. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
you're welcome, my dear. Okay, so goodness, I don't know if your network is okay now. Hello, goodness, Beauty. Okay,
Hi, please, can you
better.
hear me?
Better. Yes, I can hear you better now.
Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. Good evening. Uh, thank you so much, Dr. Benes, for this beautiful opportunity, and thank you guys also for making time for us this evening. Um, hmm, People have really nice, motivating stories too. Okay. Um, I recently started with my business. So the idea had been cooking for quite some time now. It was during the COVID period, and listening to what the other entrepreneurs have to say, it shows that COVID was actually kind of good because most of us had the ideas during that period. So I was just thinking, watching TV, because I knew I didn't want to like work for somebody else. I wanted to work for myself. But as to what to venture into, I had absolutely no idea. So during the COVID period, I was just thinking, and it occurred to me that I love chicken and I love KFC. But KFC wasn't hitting the spots. Like something was missing. So I was just thinking, well, I can make my own thing. So I tried it and it wasn't bad. But I wanted to add something else to it. Not fries like KFC did, but like touch it up a little and make it different. So that is how Goodish came up. It wasn't necessarily from my name, but the idea was to like have a good
Hello, goodness.
so um
Okay, I think there's a bit of
that's when I started building on the idea. Since I was looking forward to start and having my own, but I was afraid. There was this fear of failure, of like, like start.
goodness. There seems to be some break in your network. I don't know if from my end. Please, if you can hear me clearly, can I know in the comment section if you can hear me? I don't know if you can also hear goodness as well. There seems to be some.
See something
Hello? Can we all hear me, or can anyone hear Goodness clearly? Because I'm not hearing her well. Can I get some feedback, please? Okay. Can I get some feedback? Okay. Then it seems it's breaking a bit from your end, Goodness. Okay. I'm sure it's some network hitch over there. Okay, good. Taylor says she can hear me. Doris can also hear me. Glenn can also hear. Okay. Then I'm guessing it's just some some network issues from her end. Okay. So we are just in the final minutes of our session today. Yeah. Her network. Yeah. Thank you so much, Obed. Thank you. I see you, Dr. Abigail. So we are in the final moments of our meeting today, and I want to know from you how you've enjoyed today. Do you think we should be having more of such, spotlighting people doing amazing things in our community? Let me know what you think about this. This is the first time we are having something like this. Mostly our events are like question and answer sessions where people get to ask. We actually come up with a topic, we invite a panelist, and we share questions and they answer. That's how our events mostly are. But as I shared at the early parts of our meeting, this is like a novel idea. But I want to get your feedback. What do you guys think? Should we do more of this? Maybe once a month or something? Let me get some feedback from you. I want to get some real life feedback. Let me get some feedback. Let me get some feedback. You think we should be doing this more often? Okay. And whilst we are waiting to get some more feedback, if you are joining us in from YouTube or LinkedIn, I want you to go on YouTube and subscribe to our page right now. Please give us a like. Give us a like. Subscribe right now. Pick up the link. Share it with your friends. Okay. This can only go as far as we put in our support, and I believe there are a lot of people who would want to have this opportunity. So the only way we can get across to them is for them to see what is going on. So if you have not subscribed, please do that. Okay, Doris, yes, we should do it more. Beautiful. Okay. Oh yeah, we should do it. We should do this more. Okay. Beautiful. Wow, definitely. Then we'll put it across with the team and see how often we can do this. I know today was for entrepreneurs. Maybe we can have it in sessions where we invite student entrepreneurs, then we invite people in certain sectors, maybe financial sectors, so and so. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, thank you. Bedobe says, yeah, it's my first time, but I would wish for more. Beautiful. Thank you. Eunice says yes, but for ah, Eunice, why? What has she done to you? Okay, so Dr. Abigail says yes. Many more. Hearing from others is a great source of inspiration. Glenn says, let's do more. Yeah, I know Goodness is having some issues with her network, but I'm just gonna put out a bit about what she does because I have had a personal taste of the Goodish Kitchen, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. For those of you who have my contact, you saw the review. I actually did a whole video review on my WhatsApp status because it's so good. Personally, I'm often very picky about my food, especially foods that are not well prepared, externally. So when she informed me about this thing, I was like, I really want to try. I got it, and that day it was so nice, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, I think I should post the review yet again on my WhatsApp status, and I later posted on my status that I'm going to be an unofficial official brand ambassador because it was so good. The price was so worth it. The content, like, for those of you who are meat lovers, you try it, you know that this is some good stuff she's doing. Beautiful packaging, nice taste, nice flavoring, and I've known Goodness right from medical school days, and she's such a sweet and loving person. So if you want to reach out to her, she's based in Kumasi, and she does delivery within Kumasi. So make sure that you get into contact with her. So I see Miss Nanama up, so I'm gonna bring her so that we take. I think that might be our last submission for the evening. Hello, please can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Benis, good evening. I can hear you.
Okay,
I think I've also struggled a bit with internet, but finally I'm here.
oh, thank God. Please, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you, and good evening to your listeners. And thank you for the opportunity. My name is Nana Masetofia, and the founder of Accelerate Coaching. Growing up in my career, I have had a very difficult career. And then it gets to a point in my career, I just felt like I was ready to do something different. And when I say different, there are levels. When it comes to corporate, there are levels when it comes to the jobs. Some are entry jobs, we have mid senior, senior levels, and all that. At some point, I just felt ready and I just knew that I was ready to do something more senior than what I was doing. So, what I started doing was I started to role model people. I started to learn, I started to lead, I started to grow. So, fast forward when I started building my career on LinkedIn and people started coming into my inboxes. Nana, can you help coach me? When I see your content and I see your headlines, I see you are a coach. And then when I also look at your career experience, we feel you are very experienced. So can you coach me through my career? So because then I hadn't really started to make it a business. I know I have a team that I work with. So directly or indirectly, you coach your team to do certain things. But when people started to reach out to me, now it became like a business idea. And then how did I come about my niche? Then now I thought about it like, okay, I'm growing up in my career. I didn't find any career coach or any senior person that held my hand and said, "Now I'm going to open doors to you, doors of opportunity that made my career easy." So I sort of I self-directed my career, or I self-coached myself. And the way I did that was to learn, like I said, to role model people. I asked the right questions to people that I see as senior and have the knowledge that I was looking for. Because some of the things are not taught in school. You have to learn it by yourself. So when I felt ready and I knew that I could do more, like there was that light bulb moment. Like what stage when you've passed, like you have to do something else. So that was where I started. And then let me say to the glory of God that I have navigated myself into a senior management position. When it comes to Bbox Ghana, yes, I sit on the management team. I go to the boardroom. I know the conversations that happen. And I did it by learning. So when it comes to accelerate coaching, that is our niche. We look for people who feel they are ready, ambitious professionals that feel they are ready to pivot. They are looking for that promotion. They want to do something different. That is the kind of, because I have done it. So I call from my experience and then I tailor your coaching to make sure that we get you from point A to point B. So it is nothing textbook. It is something that I have lived. So I call for my experience to coach my clients. So that is what we do at Accelerate Coaching. So if what I'm saying is familiar, you are looking for, you want to pivot career, you feel like you are career ready, you are looking for your next steps, we will be there to hold your hand, give you a tailor-made solution that works, that is rooted in experience, not textbook, and get you from point A to point B. If you want to connect with us, you can go to our business page on LinkedIn, which is Accelerate Coaching. You can also send us an email through Accelerating Coaching Biz, which is biz at gmail.com. And then we can connect from there. Thank you very much, Dr. Benes, for the opportunity and your lovely listeners.
Thank you too so much. Thank you for this. And I'm sure that this is one thing that a lot of professionals need. You know, Most of them have very great ambitions, but they are just looking for direction. And I think oftentimes that is the gap that is left between you taking leap one and going to leap two. That
Exactly.
direction, that clarity to know that, okay, and some people know that they are ready for certain positions, but how to prepare themselves to
Them.
embrace that, or even sometimes how to locate those opportunities they feel prepared for. There's definitely a huge gap there. I must confess to that. So if you are listening and you're a professional, even if probably you don't really see the readiness you have and you would want to be coached along that, see, the name is Accelerate. It's not just speed, you are times two of that. So if you are ready to getting that drive, and I believe that we are in a day and age where if you just want to settle for wherever you are, then it's probably because you're already at the top. Even there, there's still room for you to go higher. Do you understand? So whichever sector you are in, I believe there's still room up, up, up. But you have to prepare yourself to embrace that. You don't want to go and sit in the boardroom and they are talking about things and you're wondering, am I in the right place? It gets your turn and they're asking for your ideas and you virtually have nothing to say. And in time, people are going to notice that you're not being proactive. But I
Exactly.
believe that if you get into contact with this amazing initiative, you are going to know exactly what steps to take. I always love everything practical, where we are not just, because people say that, oh, I can go on YouTube, I can go and buy this book and read. No doubt, there's a lot of information. They call YouTube this online university. There are so many things going on, but sometimes the information can be a bit uncoordinated, right?
Right.
You are listening to this speaker saying this. Sometimes you listen to this. Even days, I sometimes go on LinkedIn and I listen to people talk about LinkedIn. I was like, me being on LinkedIn, what you are saying may not really work. So it's always good to get hands on from someone who has gone through it, attained it, and is now teaching you. So I sincerely believe that Miss Anama is the right person for you to contact. She's going to drop her socials in the comment section for you to reach out to her. Please do not take this for granted. If you have to invest into this to get to that point, I'm sure the returns is going to far exceed whatever you invested into it. So we are going to be with you, and I'm sure they are all going to DM you, especially for professionals listening, business people in whichever sector, for this amazing coaching service. And we are so grateful to have you here to share this information with us as well.
Thank you, Dr. Bernice, and your listeners. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. Okay, Eunice, I get you now. You are talking about her network. Okay, I think I misread that. Okay, so I can see the socials of most of our speakers tonight in the comment section. So please, I think I saw someone asking for that of Miss Getri. She has dropped it. So make sure you contact them, get in touch with them, and also if you are here and you would want to invest, some of them came up with beautiful business plans. If you also want to invest, not only to buy, I think we are in a day and age where you should not just think about getting money, you should be actively looking at how to multiply money, right? 6 plus 6 will forever be 12, but 6 times 6 will be 36. You should be looking at how to accelerate, right? I'm going to take Nana's words. You should be looking at how to accelerate. You should be looking at how to be able to get your money working for you beyond just keeping it in your account. Because let's be real, a crate of egg was sold last year for I think roughly, was it around 35 or so, but now it's so it's almost like the price is doubling. So imagine if you had, let's say, 35 cedis in your account last year and could buy a crate of egg. This year you cannot buy. But if you had invested that 35 cedis this year, you could have purchased a crate of egg and more. That's the power of investing. So make sure that you put this in your mind, that if you are here, you want to invest into any of our entrepreneurs, this is the right place to be. Investment is not only on the Bamboo apps and the Achieve apps, and it's also into the business of people. Of course, you reach out to them, you get all the details, you get a proposal written and signed, then you know you can partner with them. Today has been an amazing session, and from the comments coming in, I see some of you saying that we should do it twice a month and all that. Let's see how things go. But we meet every other week, right? So our next meeting is going to come off on the 26th of this month. It's going to be our last meeting for the month. So we are going to see if we can. Also, I would really love to bring up student entrepreneurs, like people who are into business and really in school, I believe it's also going to be an amazing opportunity for them. If you are here and you are not following or subscribing to our YouTube channel, please do so immediately. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Holistic Medic Network. Make sure you follow us. And God willing, tomorrow we are continuing with an amazing initiative, right? For those of you who know of it, let me just put up the video. Exploring AI tools with Dr. Philly. So this is happening tomorrow as well, right? So we are going to be live on YouTube. We had orientation last week. We are going to be live on YouTube at 6 p.m. God willing, tomorrow. 6 p.m. God willing tomorrow. So if you are here and you want to be part of this, this is free training. They are training people on AI for free, and they are doing it over the next 12 weeks. So we've already had 1 week gone. So over the next 12 weeks, 11 weeks, we are doing this free at no cost. If you want to be part of this, just send me a DM on LinkedIn, and we are going to share. I think the group is closing soon. Yeah. So that we can keep track. There are going to be assignments. There's going to be certification as well. It's an amazing experience, and the page is we have over 100 people plus already on the page, and it's going to be an interesting time. So if you want to be part of this initiative, please do well to reach out to me. You can also reach out to Dr. Phineas, who is our AI trainer and coach. Dr. Phineas in Chroma. You can reach out to him on LinkedIn as well and get into our classes. Yes. So that is it for today. God willing, on Monday, you're going to see an amazing set of people launch out on LinkedIn, which is our cohort 3 of the LinkedIn Elevation Bootcamp. And I don't know if I have any of them here. If they are here, just drop a shout out in the comment section. You're going to be seeing their posts coming on Monday. If you're here as well and you're an individual, you're an organizational body, and you would want your company to elevate your LinkedIn presence, do also send me a DM and let's get talking. And that will be all for today. Thank you for joining so much. I'm so glad that we could do this and share the stories of amazing people who are doing amazing things. I am your host, Dr. Bernice Ajaman Prempe, and I'm going to see you 2 weeks from now. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.